What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Pokemon Scarlet. And in the last video, like I said, we are 2 tasks away from facing the Elite Four. So let's get right to it. So because I finished Arvin's mission with the Titans first, I decided I will go to Professor Sada's lab with Arvin and do that quest, and then do the Starfall, just so it kind of goes in order from when I completed the quest to when I complete the other quest. And we learned that the great crater of Paldea was actually where Arvin was when Mabostif got hurt, but yeah, that's not going to stop me, and it's actually cool to see that, because we helped Arvin make Mabostif healthier, he's going to help us and go down there with us, even though he has some bad memories. Alright, so it seems like Arvin wants to see if we are ready to go to the 0 area. And so now it's time to battle him, and it's surprising that he's actually going to use Mabostif, but let's see how those herbs have made him feel. Alright, so he's going to start off with Greedent. I am going to throw out my Clodsire, so I'm going to set up the first attack with Toxic Spikes, just so that every one of his Pokemon are going to be poisoned, and even though he uses Earthquake, which is super effective against me, yeah, basically Clodsire was just needed to set up the Toxic Spikes. So thinking that he's going to probably use Earthquake again, I sub in Bombardier, which was the right call, and then with the Wing Attack should be enough to knock out Greedent. And for his next Pokemon, I will switch into Gyarados because I'm pretty sure this one's like Rock and Ground. And basically just going to use Waterfall for the win. After that, I'm going to switch back into Bombardier to use Wing Attack, which is going to be super effective. And although Bombardier is asleep, I'm just going to wait it out until the poison is able to kill his Pokemon. So now it is time to sub in Skeledirge, as he's going to sub in a Grass-type Pokemon, and I'm going to set up with the torch song a couple times just so I can boost my special attack. And for Cloister, I'm going to actually sub in Zoelios just because I knew Skeletor was going to be super effective. Didn't expect him to have an ice type move, and down goes Zoelios. So that kind of sucks, but no worries, it's time to switch into Winkalone and just use Headbutt. And then this time I'm actually going to use Dig, so the attack from Clodsire not only misses, but he also takes some free damage from the poison anyways. Now, thinking that he's probably going to use Liquidation again, and I'm hoping that the poison from the Toxic Spikes will knock him out after this. I'm going to switch into Clodsire and hopefully get some extra HP with the Water Absorb. Now he's going to throw in Mabostiff, of course going to get poisoned by the Toxic Spikes, and yes, this being his last Pokemon, of course he's going to Terrestrialize. So with Clodsire fainting, I decided to sub in Gyarados, and so yeah, he can hit that Intimidate and Waterfall. And with that last Waterfall, I was able to not only beat Mabostiff, but also beat Arven in the process. Now that that's out of the way, it's time to make my way over to where the school is and finally face the leader of the Starfall gang. And yeah, let's get right to it. And right here we learn that Clive was just a faker. It was just Clavel in disguise as the Starfall leader, and damn, I don't know what to say, but you know, for lying to me, I'm gonna have to beat him like everyone else. Alright, so he's going to throw out the Oranguru. I'm going to throw out the Clodsire, and much like the fight with Arven, I'm going to set up with the Toxic Spikes. So I know that after Earthquake, Clodsire is going to fall asleep because he used Yawn, but I'm hoping that maybe he'll wake up on the next turn, but that doesn't happen, and he uses a Dream Eater, which is super effective. Now, probably doesn't think I'm going to switch out, you know, I think he underestimates me, so I'm actually going to switch into Gyarados. So if he does use Dream Eater, it's going to have no effect, and hopefully just use Crunch to beat the Oranguru. Now that the Oranguru is finished, for the Houndoom, I'm actually going to keep Gyarados in because I know Waterfall is super effective. But did not expect the Houndoom to know Thunderfang to knock me out. So it seems like Winklewoon is going to go in, and time to use Earth Power. And after 2 Earth Powers, the Houndoom is done for. Now for Abomasnow, you know Skeledirge is going to be coming in, just because Abomasnow is ice. And I'm going to hit them with the Torch Song, which was just an easy one-shot for Skeledirge. And then for Poltegeist, I'm going to keep Skeledirge in, just because I'm pretty sure it's like some darker ghost. So a Shadow Ball should do the trick. And then for the Amoonguss, I'm going to throw in Bombardier and use Wing Attack. And because Amoonguss is poison, you can see that he does not get affected by the toxic spikes. Now for his last Pokemon, Quaquaval, I'm going to sub in Clodsire because I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd evolution of the Water Starter. And so I'm hoping that when he does Terastallize, because it is his last Pokemon, he uses some Water Attack, which will actually heal up Clodsire. He doesn't do any water attack, so I guess it is time to sub in Bombardier, and I don't think I really needed to terrestrialize the wing attack, as I'm pretty sure Bombardier isn't flying for his terrestrialization type, so probably not the smartest move, but it did some pretty good damage. Now I know this is kind of dumb, but I am going to sub in Crocolar, who doesn't surprisingly get one shot by the Aqua Jet and gets off a Shadow Ball. Now, knowing that he's probably going to get knocked out anyways, I'm going to use a Revive on Gyarados, just because, yeah, it's like water. So yeah, I knew he was going to get knocked out, so instead of wasting a turn, I'll just go and revive him. So now in goes Oinkologne. Once again, I'm going to use a Hyper Potion for Gyarados just to get him back to full HP, and then once again, Aqua Step will knock me out. So now, we're going to sub in Zuelios, who, even though I know that Quaquaval has moves that are super effective against Zuelios, but it's just another Pokemon before I send in Gyarados. So with the Intimidate that's lowering his attack, it's time to use Crunch. And just like that, I was able to beat Clavel. So now it turns out that Clavel wasn't actually the Starfall lead. I mean, I don't even know what to believe anymore. But yeah, apparently they're waiting in the courtyard. He was just trying to test me, but Now it's time to face the real Starfall leader. And in the courtyard is none other than Penny, bro. I mean, come on. I trusted her, man. Damn. But yeah, apparently she was back there pulling all these strings and, well, didn't want to have to do it to her, but, she's gonna have to lose. So she starts off with an Umbreon, once again, Clodsire, Toxic Spikes, and then a Sludge Wave, followed by an Earthquake, which doesn't really do that much damage. Now time to sub into Gyarados, because for whatever reason, I guess I thought that Crunch was gonna be like super effective, but yeah, it didn't really do anything. So back to the good faithful, just waterfall, and yeah, with 2 waterfalls, an easy battle. And then for Jolteon, you know I'm not throwing Gyarados out there because that's just death, so I'm gonna actually throw in Clodsire because once again he has Earthquake. And with the Earthquake combined with the poison, it was almost enough to one-shot the Jolteon, but 2 Earthquakes and it's done. Now for Vaporeon, I'm actually going to switch into Bombardier. I probably could have kept Clodsire out just because, you know, maybe with Water Absorb he could heal me, but whatever. Now it's time to use Rock Slide. And once again with the second Rock Slide. And time to finish it off with just a simple wing attack. And then for Flareon, you know, my boy Gary's coming back out. And yeah, a simple waterfall would do. And just like that, Flareon's done. Now for Leafeon, subbing in Skeledirge, just because, of course, he's fire type. And just seems like all her Pokemon are Eevees, which makes sense because she has the backpack. But yeah, Torch Song, one-hit KO on the Leafeon. And I believe Sylveon is her last Pokemon. So I'm going to keep in Skeledirge, and knowing that she's probably going to terrestrialize to like probably Psychic or something, I'm just going to use a Flamethrower because my special attack was boosted thanks to Torch Song. Not knowing that she had Shadow Ball, it hurt me a lot, but 2 flamethrowers and a little bit of poison damage from the toxic spikes was enough to easily beat her. After the battle, she tells me and Director Clavel about, how she did it and, how she did everything in the background, which was actually kind of interesting when you actually read the text, which I wish went faster, but whatever, I'll just kind of fast forward through it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then all the previous Starbase leaders finally meet Penny, which is strange that they've never met her before. And turns out that, Clavel was feeling a little bit nice and said that, if you're part of the Star Leader, you're good, man. You can still go to the school. But yeah, and now it's time for me to go to Clavel's office. And then in the director's office, we learned that Penny not only was like some puppeteer pulling the strings, the LP she gave me was illegal, man. I mean, like, what the hell? I mean, I'm not complaining because, it wasn't that hard and it was a lot of LP, but like, she's a criminal, man. She's a criminal. But I'm gonna leave this episode off here. In the next video, it's finally time to take on the Elite Four. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. So, see you guys in the next video.